Hey guys, this is Giant Man, and today the Oak Ridge Boys have finally arrived. Huh, about damn time, huh? Released on March 30th, 1979, this album really shows how determined they were to really push themselves out there, to put in the effort, to put in the work it took to really make it big that they wanted to. And keep in mind, this is just their third album since they switched over to country music after doing gospel. So, like, you listen to their first album, then you get to this, you hear all those changes. And of course, their voices are in top notch here. I mean, all the guys sound great on it. I mean, the music is great, lyrics, just everything. I mean, it really is. It is a bona fide classic. The album opens up with Sail Away, and right off the bat, we're introduced to this beautiful love song with incredible strings throughout, sung just as beautifully by Dwayne Allen, lead vocalist. And right off the bat, this is one of my favorite vocals on the album. It's one of my favorites of Dwayne's throughout their whole discography. And I mean, he sings with such a sincerity that, like, you know that he can relate to these lyrics that he's singing. It sounds like he's really living what this song is describing. And it is an incredible song, and it went to number 2 on the singles charts in that same time. So this song, right off the bat, it really shows just what you're getting into with this album. William Lee takes over on track number 2, There Must Be Something About Me That She Loves. Besides it being a bit of a mouthful, it still is another great loving song about something that a lot of people, I'm sure, can relate to. And once again, William really shows that he is just as capable of singing lead as Dwayne is. And although I love Dwayne, William is just as good of a lead singer as he is. And he sings all sorts of high notes for his vocal range throughout this song. And there's all sorts of great harmonies, especially during the chorus. You hear him hit those high notes, and it's very satisfying to listen to. And overall, it's a really good listen. Track number 3, Sometimes the Rain Won't Let Me Sleep. So you have a collection of songs that are mostly fun, happy-go-lucky kind of songs, and then you get a depressing song like this that just kind of takes a complete left turn, and you don't really see it coming till you get to it. And just like with all of his lead vocals, Dwayne is so sincere with his delivery, and you really believe that what he's saying about actually happened to him. And it's a song about lost love. It's a song about the things that remind you of this love that it keeps you up at night because that's how much it meant to you. It's really sad. After which, then we take another turn and we get to track number 4, I Gotta Get Over This, which again, I think is appropriate that they put it right next to track number 3 for this album. It's, as it implies, it shows that after the whole depressing episode that you had the song before, we're going to get back over this. We're going to, go back to where we belong. We're going to get back into the swing of things. And that's pretty much what this song is about. And again, just like with all the other songs, great harmonies. I also love the extra vocals that they add around the end of it. It's really catchy to listen to. And in a way, it's similar to the Beatles' Get Back, because you're quite literally getting back to where you belong. Track number 5, My Radio Sure Sounds Good to Me, is easily the catchiest song on this album. I mean, just thinking about it now, it's already getting back into my head, and I thought I was getting over it. But anyway, the whole thing centers around this vocal riff, My Radio, I-O, and as silly as that sounds, you listen to the song and it immediately gets in your head just like that. And all the guys, minus William, take turns singing lead on different parts. And of course, they all sound good on it. And I love the a cappella bit that kind of takes place during the middle. And again, just if I were to recommend this album to anyone, this song would be one of the reasons why. It gets in your head instantly. When I first was listening to this album, I could not get it out of my head for days on end. Track number 6, Dream On, is one of those songs where I feel like I don't really have to say a whole lot about it, simply because, like, if you've heard of the Oak Ridge Boys, you've heard of this song, and you know just how much of a big deal this song is. I mean, it's such a classic Richard song for him to sing. It shows, or at least it shows for him anyway, that if you're a good singer, then even bass singers can sing lead and make it sound good. And Richard, he takes that lead and he makes it his own to the point where I just don't see the other guys singing the song as well. And again, it's such an incredible song. It has beautiful strings throughout the whole thing, especially during the chorus. It really sort of ups the ante, so to speak. Um, Great vocals, great harmonies during the chorus as well. And this song, again, really proved itself. It became a top 10 hit here in America at number 7. And it even hit number 1 in Canada. So, I mean, if that doesn't tell you anything, I don't know what else to say. Track number 7, Leaving Louisiana in the Broad Daylight, is, again, just like with Dream On, it's one of those songs where it's like, do I really have to say anything? Like, I shouldn't have to. But, just to kind of go over how important this song is, it peaked at number 1. It became their second number 1 single for them to chart since they went over to country music. And so again, you have another single on this album that really sort of proved its point, that really honed in just how great these guys are. And it's a song about a runaway girl that just wants to go away with a traveling man, even though it might be the worst decision of her life. But that being said, is such a fun song to listen to. I mean, all the guys sound great on it. Very great 3-part harmonies around the beginning and I think around the end as well. And it's one of those songs where even when they do it live, like it gets in your head. You can't help but sing along, and it's just as catchy as all the other songs on this album. Track number 8, Every Now and Then, is okay, but compared to all the other songs that Dwayne sings on for this album, I can't help but have it, fall a little lower than some of the other ones, simply because it's not as memorable. But at the same time, that doesn't mean it's not good. It has this gorgeous piano that's played throughout the whole thing, beautiful strings during the chorus, and just the instrumentation alone for this song, that what makes me appreciate it. But even then, Dwayne still sings the hell out of this song. All the guys sound good on it during the chorus, and it's just as good as the other ones. It's just I don't think of this song when I think of this album as much as the other songs. Track number 9, Dig a Little Deeper in the Well, is, as the title would imply, a song about hope. It's a song about getting through the hard times. It's a song about perseverance. And just like with all the other songs on this album, practically, great vocals. I mean, that's the main thing I think about with this song in particular, is just the vocals alone. All the guys take turns singing lead on this one. And there's some great harmonies, especially with the added vocals around the end. It sounds really good to listen to. It kind of goes into more of an a cappella kind of area around the end when they fade out. But either way, I mean, all the guys sound great on it. Richard sings some really solid low notes. I mean, incredibly deep low notes. You could smell his socks, he's singing so low. But yeah, that being said, it is just so good to listen to. Like, if they made this just an a cappella song, I think it would be just as good. Last but not least, we have track number 10, Dancing the Night Away. And Joe finally takes the lead vocal, and just like with all the other guys, he makes it his own. I mean, I can't really say a whole lot because, it's better to just listen to it. Just look it up, listen to it, and you'll believe the words he's saying, just like with all the other guys. I mean, what can I say? Joe sounds great on this song. It's really an underrated gem, in my opinion. It's just as good as Elvira, in my opinion. And I wish more people knew about it because it really is a damn good song. And Joe hits some really solid high notes around the end. When I first listened to this song, I really was taken aback by how high some of those notes were around the end. Like, oh my God, But either way, it really ends the album nicely. It wraps it up, and it really does a good job doing so. So yeah, with that being said, my name's Giant Man. The Oak Ridge Boys have finally arrived. It took them damn long enough. And I will see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye.